Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining me on this Thursday morning. This caught my attention on our website, so maybe you want to head there and check it out yourself. It's wwt.com. We'll actually head there in a second. But we're chatting about two very distinct house fires, right? So the first one I wanted to chat with you about is a late night house fire on Wednesday. The Omaha Fire Department was called to a home near 120th and Military Road shortly after 8 p.m. So as I mentioned, we do have these stories available on our website. You can always go there for more information. That is WOWT.com. And I'm on our homepage now. Let's refresh this grid. See if I can find those stories for you. Let's refresh this one more time. All right, so let's see. We have the early morning fire here, but I wanted to start with the other fire. Regardless, this first fire was at 120th and Military Road. It happened shortly after 8 p.m. I'll just head back over to myself here. Now, OFD arrived on scene. They say they saw smoke coming from the front of the home, and thankfully all the residents were outside of the house. So this is really the best case scenario, right? And a release that we received into our newsroom did say that the cause of fire was accidental and it was due to unattended cooking. So I'm sure we've all experienced this in one way or another, but make sure that you pay attention to what's kind of boiling or boiling over or causing flames or oil on your stove. So that is the first fire that I wanted to chat about. Now the second fire, perhaps I'll have more luck finding it this time as I did earlier. We did report on this early this morning, so here's that story. Omaha crews battling an early morning fire. There's our Maria Cade for you reporting on this. But I do kind of want to just show you this video that our photographer Jabara shot this morning. So let's take a look at this video as we chat about it. So this was the most recent fire. Again, Omaha Fire Department responding to an early morning fire this morning near Omaha's Midtown. The Omaha Fire Department was called to a home near 42nd and Franklin Street just before 3 o'clock in the morning. So from that first fire we were talking about at 8 p.m. last night to this most recent fire at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's safe to say OFD has been very busy out there doing their jobs, making sure we're all safe. Now, according to OFD for this fire, all residents were outside of the house again with no injuries. So those are some similarities between the first fire on Wednesday night and this fire early this morning. They also said in the release that a dog was rescued and is unharmed. So that's good. Our four-legged friends probably really scared in situations like this, I would assume. Now, according to OFD, this is an interesting one for you. The cause of the fire was due to a malfunctioning cell phone battery. So I've heard about things like this before. There was actually, I think it was a viral video, if I'm not mistaken, just on social media feeds, just kind of showing a dog chewing a cell phone battery, and that was what caused a house fire in one area in the nation. So these cell phone batteries, it can be pretty dangerous and the damage can be extensive. The damage in this situation is estimated to be around $65,000. So something to take note of there. Again, the first story we chatted about was a story about a fire that happened on 120th and Military Road shortly after 8 p.m. Wednesday. This video that we're viewing is a most recent fire that happened early this morning near Omaha's Midtown. You can see crews on scene there. Thanks to Jabaris, we have this great video to show you. You can see those lights kind of flashing, the fire department kind of walking around assessing the damage. From this vantage point, it doesn't look like this was very serious at the time this video was shot. But again, make sure to watch out for those cell phone batteries as well. Happy to mention that OFD was on scene in a very timely manner for both of these fires, as it were. So some really, really good news there. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can always head to our website, WOWT.com, for more information and for the latest stories. I'll refresh this grid for you. So our top story today, Vance and Walz agree to a vice presidential debate on October 1st, hosted by CBS. Before we go, let's take a look outside. Here's a look from Blackstone, from our Blackstone camera. I should say, thankfully, Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord sends out a morning forecast update every day, so I'm proud to be privy to that. It says it's partly cloudy today, 30% chance of spotty storm after 2 p.m. Let's take another look at a First National Bank camera for you. Yeah, so not as cloudy and morose looking, I guess I could say, as the Blackstone camera, but still you get the idea. He says there's a low severe risk with hail and wind, so a low risk we'll take. And another look at 144th and Dodge. So there you go, traffic flowing smoothly. Still pretty gray out there if you look at the skyline, but let's head back to the Blackstone camera because I think that's really poignant. Kind of shows you what we've been experiencing in our area lately. What was it, 2 days ago now? We had that 3 a.m. storm that just kind of came in and dropped a bunch of rain in our area, and then I'd say, at least in my experience, the mini storm that happened last night. But yeah, so the high today, 87, still swampy out there, and then tonight, 30% chance of spotty storm before sunset, and then clearing with a low of 63. So that's all we have to report from the Alert Center this morning. Stay tuned, I'll be back at noon with some more news for you. Until then, have a wonderful day.